Well, good morning, everyone. Let's get into the baseball action yesterday. We'll start my team, the Yankees, and this series is not going anywhere like I thought. I never thought the Yankee starters would struggle this much because once you get into that bullpen, it gets even uglier. All started in the second inning when Ernie Clement homered to left. It was a two-run homer. 2-0 Blue Jays off right away. They would score again in the third. They would score again in the fourth, the fifth. There were home runs being hit left and right. Dalton Varsho went deep. George Springer went deep. You think the dome was closed yesterday, but the dome was open. In fact, Dalton Varsho homered twice yesterday. So did Vlad Guerrero also hit a home run. And the Blue Jays starter there just dominated the Yankees. And by the time they took him out, the Yankees didn't manage to score, let's put it this way, 7 garbage runs. And that's exactly what they were. Trey Yasavage was awesome. Max Fried wasn't. And the Yankee starters cannot do anything. If Carlos Rodon cannot do anything for the Yankees next game, it's going to be a sweep. As I said, both these teams can hit the ball very good, but the Blue Jays are more apt and score runs in many different ways than the Yankees are. The Yankees have been this the whole year. They're either a whole bunch of runs or they don't score at all. It's either home runs or almost nothing. And you see it in the series, but the problem is the Yankee starters are not doing the job. So the Blue Jays win 13-7. The score is pretty misleading. It was never that close. It was 11-0 by the time you blinked a couple times. Game 3 is Tuesday at Yankee Stadium. All the pressure will be on Carlos Rodon. Meanwhile, out west, we've had a really good season with the Tigers and Mariners. This series is tied at 2. Mariners would win this one 3-2. Star of the game was Jorge Polanco. He homered twice off Zubel, which is very hard to do, but he did it. The Tigers do come back to manage to tie it in the 8th, and you're like, if the Mariners blow this game and they don't beat Zubel, this is going to be a sweep. But Julio Rodriguez doubles to left field. He scores. Cal Riley. Mariners hold on to win 3-2. This series is tied at 1 apiece. Game 3 is also Tuesday, this time at Comerica Park in Detroit. This has been a very, very entertaining series. Probably the best one so far. But today the National League does take center stage. The Dodgers and the Phillies will play at 6:08. And 3 hours later, you'll have the Cubs and Brewers in Milwaukee for Game 2 also. So there is your baseball action in a nutshell. Yankees came back from 1-0 down to beat the Red Sox. They got to do it again, but this time they have to come back from 2 down, and they have no margin for error, and they're facing a much better team. Despite the fact the Blue Jays have some pretty decent injuries, including Bo Bichette, Chris Bissett, and I'm trying to think who was the third one there. I can't remember, but the injuries are not impeding the Blue Jays right now. So, I don't know, Yankee fans, it's not looking good right now. And you're pretty much going to need Carlos Rodon to go at least 7 next inning and probably maybe bring Bedyard for 2 innings save to save the season right now. If Rodon gets knocked around early, it's going to be an off season almost as bad for us as it is for the Met fans. So, but I will still hold on to what I believe. I still think the three best teams are in the National League: the Phillies, the Brewers, and the Dodgers are the best teams. I really think the NL pennant is really going to be your World Series winner. That's just my opinion. Your comments down below. Love to hear it. Aaron Judge continues to disappoint in big situations. Yes, I know he did score several runs yesterday in garbage time. He did single here, double there, but he's doing this in garbage time. In big situations, for a guy who's getting paid about $30 million a year, sorry, he's going to start earning the nickname Mr. May. Even made a terrible defensive play yesterday. Not that it mattered because he had the home run the next pitch anyway, which put the Blue Jays on the board. So, Yankees going to need a lot of Bronx home cooking there. All right, that's it for now. We'll see you next video. We got the two National League games today. We also got Monday Night Football tonight. And tonight is the Chiefs and Jaguars. That should be a pretty good game. And surprisingly, last night's Sunday night game. We'll talk about those games tomorrow in the NFL. But a fun sports weekend. It's going to be another good week with the baseball playoffs. And October is a beautiful thing. We'll talk to you later.